Hello, my name is Jared Nunn and I am the State School Fund Coordinator. Welcome to the State School Fund Basics video series. In this video, we will be discussing the ADMW Breakout Report and the Teacher's Experience Rate. This is the ADMW Breakout Report, and it is created every time a new estimate is created. The ADMW Breakout Report shows District ADMR as well as any additional weights the district is receiving for students in identified programs. We will take a look at each of those programs in detail. The data with magenta arrows is exact counts from districts. We receive this data through ODE data collections. Blue arrows are calculations based on data from districts. And the green arrows are calculations based on data we get from external partners like ODHS and the Federal Census. The data collections for ADM used in the estimates comes from three different collections. The first estimate of the year uses ADM from the Estimate of Membership and Revenue collection. The estimates are updated with the second period ADM collection, and that collection closes in January of the current school year. The final estimates are reconciled using the cumulative annual ADM collection, which is due in July following the current school year. Please remember, at any time before we roll in second period ADM, districts can update their ADM data in the Estimate of Membership and Revenue collection. If there are significant changes in a district's ADM once school starts, contact us and we can open the Estimate of Membership and Revenue collection so the data can be updated. Here's a listing of data sources for each additional weight, showing what data is used for estimates and what actual data is used for a state school fund reconciliation. IEP weight and cap waiver weight. Students on an IEP receive additional weights in the state school fund. These additional weights are capped at 11% of total students on an IEP. In this section of the report, you can see the total number of students the district has that are on an IEP and what 11% of that total is. In 2023-24, Oregon had an average of over 15% of students on an IEP. The number of students on an IEP comes initially from the Estimate of Membership and Revenue collections, and then is updated with second period ADM data. The Special Education Child Count collection data is used in the final state school fund reconciliation. Districts can receive additional weights for students on an IEP above 11% of ADMR. This is a comparative formula that looks at district spending and student severity. Higher spending and severity districts receive a higher portion of weights. This calculation is always based on actual data. The estimates use the most recent year of cap waiver weights calculated, and the state school fund reconciliation uses the SEC and the special education expenditures from the concurrent year. It is important to understand that if a district is spending less on special ed than they receive in funding, and/or the special education needs in the district are not severe, that district may not receive any additional weights in this category. The weights in this category are already pushed to higher spending and higher severity. Poverty weights are calculated using the SAPI, or the Small Area Income and Poverty Estimate report from the Federal Census Bureau. This report is always a year behind, so we use the previous year's SAPI data to calculate the final poverty weights for the current year. The calculation divides the district ADMR by the district's SAPI 5 to 17 population, resulting in the percentage of public school attendance in that age group. That percentage is then multiplied by the state SAPI poverty number, resulting in the poverty count for funding formula. Foster care and neglected and delinquent facilities weights uses data from the DHS Annual Statistical Report on Children in Foster Homes and Children in Families receiving AFDC payments in excess of the Poverty Income Level Report. Again, this is using prior year data, and the number is updated annually when the report is available. One thing to note on foster care number. This is a point-in-time snapshot for students meeting a very specific set of criteria and is prior year data. This number will never match the total number of students in foster care in a district, but it is the best way we have to push additional weights for these students. Remote small elementary correction and a small high school correction are additional weights designed to support small schools meeting the criteria. For the small elementary correction, a school must be below 252 ADMR for grades K-8. The number decreases when there are less than 9 grades in a school, and kindergarten is only included if it is full day. The school must also be greater than 8 miles from the nearest elementary school. For the small high school correction, the district must be less than 9,500 ADMW, and the high school must be less than 350 ADMR for 4 grades. The small school correction weights are based on a bell curve, where maximum funding is at the midpoint in the curve. As district ADM goes up, the additional weights received also go up until it reaches the midpoint. Then the number of additional weights starts going down again. As the district ADM increases towards the maximum, the theory is that districts now have a high enough ADM to receive sufficient funding to pay for school operations. The ADM Breakout Report calculates the total ADMW for the current year and the prior year. The State School Fund is paid on extended ADMW. Extended ADMW is the higher ADMW of the 2 years. Paying on extended ADMW helps to smooth changes in district funding due to declining ADMW. Now we will cover the Teacher's Experience Adjustment. This adjustment can be a positive or negative adjustment. It includes all in-state and out-of-state experience a teacher may have. This data comes up from the staff position collection and uses codes for head teacher, teacher, special education, and PE teachers. The district's average teacher experience is compared to the state's average teacher experience to get the adjustment. Teacher's Experience Adjustment is found in the local revenue box on the estimate. The Teacher's Experience Adjustment supports the district's ability to pay for teachers with more experience, who are typically higher on the salary scale. Timing for the Teacher's Experience Adjustment is shown here. The important thing to remember about this is the first estimates of the year are based on the most recent data, which is from 2 years before the year of the estimate. The adjustment is updated in the spring when data from the prior year collection is available. It is updated for concurrent estimates as well as the State School Fund reconciliation. The reconciled State School Fund uses teacher experience for the data matching the year being reconciled. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you learned something from it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or the State School Fund Program Manager, Vanessa Clark. Our contact information is here on the screen. We are happy to help in any way we can. Thanks again for watching.